Hey everybody, my topic for today is going to be on America's Next Top Model, Season All-Stars, Season Finale. Okay, here we go, we got a lot to cover here. I'm going to talk about some of the girls that were actually on the show. Not all of them, but some of them that caught my interest and caught my eye. And then I'm going to talk about the winner of the show. And then I'm going to talk about Miss Angelia. Yes, everybody. The scoop and what happened with Miss Angelia. But we're going to get to that later. Right now I'm going to talk about the girls. Okay. In any particular order. I'm sorry, no particular order. Here we go. First up we have Miss Camille. That was on one of the earlier seasons. I did not like that girl. On her season that she was on, she was such a bitch. Nobody liked that damn girl. She had confrontation after confrontation, and she got on everybody's damn nerves. Everybody was waiting for that girl to leave. And I was so glad that she left personally too, because I didn't like her. I feel like she should have had an attitude adjustment, and she shouldn't have been acting the way she was acting. There was no need for that. So I didn't like Camille. I know she was still modeling stuff over the years. That's good for her. Seemed like she toned down a lot of her uppiness and bitchiness when she came back onto this show, but or this season. But I still didn't like her, so I'm glad she didn't win. I'm glad they got rid of her early. Next up, Miss Kayla. Everybody's sweetheart, everybody's darling little Miss Kayla. She a cute girl, and she took great pictures. The only thing though is that she wore a heart on her sleeve most of the time, and she wanted everybody to know that she was gay. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm a lesbian. I want to be free. I want to represent all the gay people in the world. Gay this and gay that. Okay, that's great that you're a lesbian. I mean, I ain't got no problems with being gay at all. But, I mean, damn, how many times you got to tell people you're gay and that's what you want to represent? Sometimes if you just shut your mouth, it'll be represented anyway. How many times you gotta tell people that you're gay? That's all it was on her show. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. I'm like, my God, shut up already. We get it. You're gay. Great. Go on with your life. But this girl's had some rough times. I think she got raped. I think when she was a teenager by a boy, and she was so distraught by that she couldn't even pose with a guy during her season. She got through it, but it was rough. I mean, I know it might be hard for women to go through, but it's like, damn, didn't you get some counseling or something? That was kind of rough that it was so vivid like that. I don't think she got no counseling. Kayla, you need to get counseling. If you got counseling, get some more. I'm sorry, y'all. That was just a little bit too much to deal with, because it was all about her breaking down at every moment. And then even when she came back, I want to represent being gay. That was just a little bit too much. Tone it down, and then everything will fall into place. Kayla, my goodness, damn. But she got sent off early too, fairly early, but she really did take good pictures. She had the potential to really be a star, and on her season, I think she came fairly close, you know. But of course, she didn't win. Next up is Miss Sheena. Everybody remember Sheena, the Asian girl? I think she was mixed with black too. She didn't get real far on her season, and she didn't get far on this one. I think she was a second to go. She just didn't take real good pictures throughout, and her pictures weren't strong enough. So I didn't think she had a chance this time either. But it was good to see her come back. But they let her go as well, fairly early. Who else? Miss Bianca. Oh my goodness, Miss Bianca. What can I say about this girl? Drama. Ghetto. Drama. Okay, yes, she's 6 foot tall. Yes, she's very pretty. Yes, she's very slender. But my goodness, I mean, okay, you're pretty, you're tall, and you're slender, but that don't mean that you're all that. It doesn't mean that everything should be handed to you, or you're going to definitely win. No. Your ass is in here just like everybody else. Everybody got to work hard to get to be the top model. Your ass ain't no better than just because you're black, or because you're young, or because you're pretty, or because you're tall. It don't mean shit. And she thought her shit didn't stink. That was the worst thing. Bree, y'all remember Bree from the other season. Bree had to literally stop her from getting into fights with other girls, calling them bitches this and bitch that and fuck you and fuck that, and getting confrontations with different people for no reason because she thought she was Miss Thing. You saw what happened in the end, right? Her ass got canned, and she actually said, "Well, I'm one of the best people. I know I'm better than everybody." You can't have no ego like that and think you're gonna do good on America's Next Top Model. If your photos are fierce, you might go real far, but in the end, you ain't going to be top model because in the end, if your attitude stink, it's going to come through the pictures. The judges are going to know it. They're going to know what's going on, and your ass ain't going to be top nothing. Not on that show. So, Bree had to literally stop her from getting into fights and everything and calm it down. And of course, Bree was trying to do that, but it didn't look good because Bianca still running her mouth and looking stupid. Bree's trying to act like everything is cool, and everybody know it wasn't cool. Everybody's saying like, oh, okay. So y'all, that was a royal mess. And Bianca didn't stay long because she let her ego get in the way, even though she took pretty good pictures. Same thing with Bree. Bree in her season, she went fairly far, but she got really stupid. With the stuff going on during her season towards the very end, she thought somebody had stole her food or whatever, and she went through this big thing with Nicole and maybe one other girl. They wound up patching it up, but I mean, to go through all that pettiness, you know, and then Bree got upset because they had cut her hair. I can kind of understand that, because if I grow my hair long and they cut my hair being a black female, and she said it took a long time, I probably would have cried too, but I wouldn't have been trying to leave. Either they would have not cut my hair in the beginning, I would have walked out, or they would cut my hair, I would have cried and took it and went on with my business. She almost left the show, but she stayed. And even though her pictures was fierce in her season, they ain't trying to be as good this season. Or they kept saying you gotta bring it. I personally don't think her heart was in it. Her heart was in it when she was younger and she was on her season. Her heart wasn't really in it this time around. That's just the way I feel, because, and not because she was older, she just didn't have that heart I think that she had when she was on the show before. That's just the way I saw it. So, you know, so I didn't think she had the potential to win because she wasn't really trying to win. She just did what she could to get by, try to have fun, try to protect Bianca's ass, and then she bounced because she left right after Bianca did, I think. Okay. Then we have Miss Brittany. Y'all remember Brittany from the earlier seasons? Miss Tall, Slender, Leggy, White Brittany. I thought Brittany was cool, you know? But one of the worst things that happened, she was the first person to get cut from this season. And even though she was an all-star, Tyra said, you know, when we asked people about Brittany, they said they don't remember you. But I'm thinking, she's a damn all-star. How could she be an all-star? And then when you go to interview people, they don't remember her. So will you interview people that have not watched the show all those years? Or they only watched it certain years? You've been on Tyra's show has been on for 11 years now, even though they got 17 seasons. They put 2 in 1 year, for the most part. She's been on for like 11 years. So how could you not remember Brittany? If she was that unforgettable, she wouldn't have been no all-star. She would have been voted as an all-star. So what she said to Brittany contradicted the whole all-star thing with her. I think that was a cop-out. She took decent pictures, but they always said she kind of photographed like a porn star. So, you know, needless to say, the first picture that she did, they wanted her out. But I think mainly also was because they said people didn't remember her, that's pretty bad. So that was sad because I wanted to see Brittany go a little bit further. I was feeling Brittany, and it was sad that she had to go. She was one of the first people to go first. You had Miss Isis, remember the transgender? Okay, she got all that worked out, got her body parts going straight, and she's now officially a woman with all her body parts. For everybody that didn't know, Isis used to be a man, and she had a whole sex change and everything. And this season, in the season that she was on, I think she still had her man parts, but she still identified herself as a woman. She went kind of halfway in the last season, and she kind of went a little bit less than halfway this one. Even though she was more comfortable, it's something missing with Isis, so I didn't see her going too far. It would have been nice to see her, considering that she had a sex change, but again, they didn't feel like her pictures were strong enough as well, and you know, she didn't have what it takes to be close to the top model. But I wish her well as well. Maybe she can do modeling in her near future, but they didn't think that she had what it takes, so she was let go early as well. Alexandra came back, and that was the problem, because her ass was just on the season before. She came back. She was real bitch on her season, and then she turned out to be, to me, somewhat better when she came back. And she had really strong photos as well. She stayed in her season forever. I think she was the fourth one, the last four standing, 5. And then this one she was halfway. So they cut her a lot earlier. But, you know, she held her own, and she seemed like she had matured up considering what she had went through in the last season. So, you know, it was good to see her, even though I had just seen her. Let's see. I think that's all the girls I wanted to talk about. Okay, so we're going to talk about Miss Angelia and the other 2 girls remaining. As you know, the last 3 girls standing was Angelia, Allison, and Lisa. Okay. They all 3 did the big runway, and that was the first ever that they did that in America's Next Top Model, and that was a good thing. They did something different, even though it was for All-Stars. So they all walked the runway, they did their thing and everything, and then halfway through, the last thing you see is Angelia saying she don't feel well, and then they cut to commercial, I guess because she was doing everything that she did. Then next thing you know, they come back on commercial saying that they had just got word from the producers that Angelia had been disqualified. And then they said 1 or 2 other words, which I couldn't make out what they said. And then you saw just Lisa and Allison. Okay, so I know everybody then was like, what the hell is going on? What did Angelia do, or what did they think she do that she had to be cut? And I was mad at that point, because they didn't show Angelia leaving, exiting, explaining, nothing. If they could at least explain what happened, then at least you could have had some kind of ending with her before they started with the last 2. Because for them to do that, I felt like it was not the right thing. They should have let us know something, since they went through all of that. And it was just really bad. Well, what seemed to happen was, these are from all the sources that I saw on the internet. They all point to the same thing that would happen. So apparently this is true. And apparently this is what happened. Miss Angelia did a fatal mistake. Miss Thing has a Facebook page. She went on her Facebook page and leaked to everybody that could see her Facebook page, of course, that she was one of the last 3 remaining. I guess she said it was her, and I guess she said it was Lisa, and I guess she said it was Allison. But she said she was one of the last 3 remaining, and that she had won. Now, she did this before they aired the show, before it was announced to everybody, before everybody could see it. And y'all know that when you are the winner of anything, because they always take it in advance, it's not live, that they have a clause to let you not say anything. You can't let nobody know, you can't leak it to the public, you can't tell nobody that might find this out. You have to keep it to yourself, because most of the time they do it months in advance. She actually went on her Facebook page and put this on there. So when they were doing the taping, I guess they got ready to do the finale, they found out, the producers found out, they asked her about it, I guess, or they told her, we know this is what you did, and they disqualified her from it. So she wound up winning, only to have it all taken away from her. And what they had to do is they let us know that was what had happened, that she got disqualified, but they wouldn't say what. And they reshot the ending where it was just Lisa and Allison, and Lisa wound up being the winner. I am proud of Lisa. I'm glad she won. I felt like in her season, she was robbed of being one. I thought she took great pictures, but because she was weird and because a lot of people didn't like her, because she was a little standoffish, you know, they couldn't understand Lisa. But Lisa always took great pictures. And for what I remember, the only time she was in the bottom 2 was when they let her ass go. But all the way up until that point, Lisa was never in the bottom 2. And it was, I think she was like the last fifth girl standing. 6. I don't think it was over 6. It was either 6 or 5 is when she got cut of the ones that remained. So I'm glad she won, but I'm not glad she won by default, because if Angela won, then Angela should have been the one to deserve to have the win. But because she messed up and leaked it, they had to disqualify her. And let me tell you something, I don't feel sorry for Angela not one damn bit. If that's what really happened, she deserved what happened to her, because she knew that her ass was not supposed to say nothing, not supposed to leak it. She got hyper and got excited, because that's what Angela seemed like she would do, and spilled the beans. And then her ass got disqualified. And all this time she was talking about, this is what I want, and I don't know where I would be, and I want this. And they gave it to her, contract money and everything, and that stupid girl gave it all up by spilling the beans and putting that shit on her Facebook page. What a dumbass she was. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And like I said, I don't feel sorry for her ass. I hope she's watching it, but she probably ain't. Angela, you did the wrong damn thing. How in the hell could you do that? I'm gonna do my Angela impression. Girl, if that was me, I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't do nothing. I would shut my mouth. I wouldn't say a damn thing, and I would just wait till everything is over. How'd I do? Was it Angela? Okay, but if I was her, that's what I would have done. I would not have said nothing. She was stupid at doing that, but, you know, time will tell. I'm pretty sure she's going to come out and do some press releases or something, do some short videos. I want to see myself. I mean, I know her ass is embarrassed as hell, because now everybody knows what's happened. And it just took that much of a second to find out. And I'm glad I did, because I want to know what happened. But I'm mad that that's what happened, because she shouldn't have opened her big fat ass mouth or opened her hands and type that shit on there. That was stupid. And Lisa had to win. But that's why Lisa wasn't that excited. She was happy. But I wonder why she wasn't really going crazy. Because they had to shoot it all over again. They shot a scene where Angela had won. I wouldn't feel that extra happy too if the only reason why I was because she spilled the beans. I feel a little low, but I still feel happy. But you know, it's like runner up and this person gets disqualified. Oh, you're next. I wouldn't be too happy about that either. But I'm glad Lisa did win, since Angela messed up. But I wish Angela would have not messed up, so Angela could have won. That's what it is, y'all. What a mess. Okay, well, everybody, that's my video. That's my thoughts on America's Next Top Model. Like I said, I'm going to look and see what else is on there. I'm not going to probably do another video on it, but I'm dying to see what she has to say. When she picks her face up off the floor, I guess she'll be able to speak. You know, once it dies down some. But she made a big mistake, y'all. But what can you do? People make big mistakes, and that was hers, and she's going to have to live with it. Alright, everybody, that's my video for tonight. I hope y'all have a good day and a good night. Until next time, I will see you when I see you. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.